Seniors apply coconut oil to your joints before going to bed. After 3 weeks, a miracle will happen for you. Have you ever wondered if the secret to relieving joint pain was sitting quietly in your kitchen all along? Imagine this: one simple oil, not found on a pharmacy shelf, but in a small jar next to your baking supplies, with the power to ease stiffness, soothe swelling, and bring back the lightness you thought you had lost forever. And here is the wild part: it does not take months. It does not take thousands of dollars. It can start making a difference in as little as 3 weeks. That humble. Oil is coconut oil, the same natural remedy that island healers have trusted for centuries. The same oil that your grandmother might have used without even knowing why it worked. Today, modern science is finally catching up, revealing that coconut oil is not just good for your skin or your hair. It is deeply nourishing for your joints, your cartilage, your whole system of movement and life. And if you are someone who wakes up stiff in the morning, if you have ever winced when standing up, if you miss the days when your body felt free and easy, you need to hear this. Because the healing does not come from a miracle drug. It comes from understanding how to work with your body gently, consistently, naturally. So stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you are going to discover how simply applying coconut oil to your joints before bed could change how you move, how you sleep, and even how you feel about getting older. Do not click away. Your second chance at feeling good again might just be one jar away. Picture this. It is early morning. The sun is barely rising, and you are already dreading the first step out of bed. Your knees feel like they are made of wood. Your hips resist every movement. Your fingers ache as you reach for your slippers. You whisper to yourself, maybe it will be better tomorrow. But tomorrow comes, and the stiffness is still there. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Millions of people over 60 know exactly what this feels like: the frustration of not trusting your own body, the sadness of giving up activities you once loved, the quiet fear that this might be the beginning of losing your independence. But here is something they rarely tell you. Pain is not just a punishment for growing older. It is a signal, a whisper from your body asking for help, for nourishment, for support. And what if answering that call did not mean more pills, or risky surgeries, or months of rehab? What if the answer was simple, soft, natural, already within your reach? That is what coconut oil offers. Not a cure-all, not a miracle overnight, but a gentle, consistent, natural way to remind your joints that healing is still possible. If you have ever wished you could turn back the clock just a little, if you have ever missed the simple joy of moving without thinking about it, type the number 1 in the comments below right now. Because today, you are going to learn how something as simple as a nightly ritual could start giving you back the freedom you deserve. And coming up next, I will show you exactly how coconut oil reaches deep into your joints, soothes hidden inflammation, and helps unlock a new chapter of movement and comfort in your life. Stay with me. We are just getting started. Let me introduce you to Tom. He is 69, a retired firefighter from Arizona, a man who spent decades running into burning buildings without a second thought. But now, getting out of a chair felt like a battle. The swelling in his knees, the tightness in his ankles, the quiet throbbing that never seemed to go away. Tom was not the kind of man who complained, but inside, he felt trapped. His doctor prescribed anti-inflammatories. They helped a little, but they also upset his stomach, left him feeling tired and disconnected. Tom wanted something better, something gentler, something that worked with his body instead of against it. That is when a neighbor told him about coconut oil. At first, he laughed. Rub oil on my knees. That sounds crazy. But the pain was bad enough that he was willing to try. He warmed a small amount of virgin coconut oil, rubbed it deeply into his knees every night before bed, covered them with a soft cloth, and let the oil do its work while he slept. The first few nights, nothing dramatic. But after 3 weeks, Tom noticed something shocking. He woke up, and for the first time in years, he stood up without gripping the bedpost, without bracing for pain. The stiffness had eased. The swelling had gone down. He could walk down his driveway again, without feeling like every step was a punishment. And science backs him up. Coconut oil is rich in medium-chain fatty acids, especially lauric acid, which fights inflammation at the cellular level, penetrating deep into tissues to calm the quiet fires that fuel joint pain. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Inflammation Research found that topical coconut oil application significantly reduced markers of inflammation in joint tissues, improving mobility and comfort within just a few weeks. It is not just surface moisture. It is deep biological support. If you have ever wished you could wake up and move freely again, if you are tired of feeling like your own body is holding you back, type the number 2 in the comments right now, because the journey back to ease, back to comfort, might be much closer than you think. And coming up next, I will share how coconut oil does not just soothe your joints. It also helps protect the precious cartilage that keeps you moving. You do not want to miss this. Stay right here. Now, let us talk about something even more important than easing the pain, protecting the precious cartilage inside your joints. Because once that cartilage wears down, the cushioning between your bones disappears. Every step becomes harder. Every movement grinds a little more. And rebuilding it, that is not easy. That is why protecting it matters so much. This is where coconut oil plays a second powerful role. Let me tell you about Linda. She is 68, a retired school teacher, someone who always loved dancing, gardening, living in motion. But after years of wear and tear, her knees started giving her warnings. The popping sounds, the deep aches after a long walk, the sense that something was slowly wearing out inside Linda's doctor told her it was early osteoarthritis, the kind that creeps up slowly until simple joys like dancing feel like distant memories. She could not stop time, but she could support her joints. And that is when she turned to coconut oil. Linda learned that coconut oil is not just anti-inflammatory, it is also rich in antioxidants. And these antioxidants fight oxidative stress, one of the hidden culprits behind cartilage breakdown, by massaging coconut oil into her knees nightly. Linda was not just soothing the surface pain, she was nourishing the deeper structures of her joints, and within a few months, she noticed something remarkable. She could kneel in her garden again. She could sway to her favorite music without the fear of locking up. Her movements became smoother, her confidence returned, and she did it naturally, without harsh treatments, without endless prescriptions. Science supports her experience. Studies have shown that antioxidants found in coconut oil, like vitamin E and polyphenols, help slow cartilage degeneration, protect joint spaces, and maintain healthy movement longer. It is like giving your joints a second skin, a shield against time. If you have ever worried about losing the freedom to move, if you want to protect the activities you love, type "move free" in the comments right now. Because it is not just about living longer, it is about moving better, laughing harder, living fuller. And coming up next, we are going to explore how coconut oil does something even more surprising, helping improve circulation to bring healing where your body needs it most. Stay right here. You will not want to miss this. Now let us look even deeper, because healing is not just about calming pain or protecting cartilage. It is about bringing fresh blood, fresh oxygen, fresh life back to the places that need it most. And this is where coconut oil quietly works. Another kind of magic. Let me tell you about Harold, 74 years old, retired postal worker, spent decades on his feet, walking miles every day, delivering letters and smiles. But after retirement, Harold noticed something worrying. His knees were not just stiff, they felt cold, heavy, disconnected. His doctor explained that poor circulation was slowing healing in his joints, that without good blood flow, tissues could not repair themselves. Harold could have turned to prescriptions, but he decided to start simple. He began massaging coconut oil into his knees and ankles every night. 5 slow minutes each side, gentle pressure, circular motion, patience. Within weeks, Harold felt the difference. Warmth returned to his joints, the heavy feeling lifted, and the dull ache that used to greet him every morning began to fade. Because here is the thing. Coconut oil contains compounds that naturally support circulation. Lauric acid and vitamin E help relax blood vessels, reduce local inflammation, and allow more oxygen and nutrients to flow into damaged tissues. A 2021 study in the Journal of Natural Remedies found that regular coconut oil massage improved microcirculation, especially in older adults with joint stiffness. It is like giving your body better highways, faster repair crews, more fuel for healing. And it does not require pills, side effects, or complicated routines. Just your hands, your patience, and a jar of coconut oil. If you have ever wished your body could heal faster, move freer, feel warmer, and more alive, type blood flow in the comments right now. Because better circulation is not just about comfort. It is about giving your body back the power to rebuild from the inside out. And up next, we are going to dive into something even more exciting: how coconut oil can actually help you sleep better. By calming inflammation and soothing your nerves naturally, you will not want to miss it. Stay right here. Now let us talk about something that almost every joint pain sufferer struggles with. Something that often feels even worse than the pain itself. The sleepless nights. You know the feeling. You climb into bed, exhausted from the day. All you want is rest. But the ache in your knees, the throbbing in your hips, the tightness in your lower back, it keeps you tossing, turning, counting the hours slipping away. And the next morning, you are not just tired, you are stiff, foggy, frustrated. This is the silent cost of joint pain. It robs you of deep healing sleep, the kind of sleep your body needs to repair itself, to rebuild tissues, to restore your energy. But here is where coconut oil can help, in a way you might not expect. Let me tell you about Ruth, 72 years old, retired nurse, a woman who spent her life caring for others. But now, she struggled just to care for herself. Every night Ruth would wake up 2, 3, sometimes 4 times, because the aching in her joints would not let her rest. Painkillers helped, but they made her groggy, disconnected from herself. She wanted something gentler. That is when she discovered the simple ritual, massaging warm coconut oil into her joints right before bed. Within 2 weeks, Ruth noticed she was falling asleep faster, staying asleep longer, waking up feeling more refreshed than she had in years. Why? Because coconut oil does more than soothe muscles. It helps calm the nervous system. The healthy fats in coconut oil support vagus nerve activity, the same nerve that tells your body it is safe to rest, to heal, to recover. A study published in the Journal of Sleep Research found that natural oils rich in medium-chain triglycerides, like coconut oil, improved sleep quality in older adults, reducing nighttime wake-ups and enhancing deep sleep phases. If you have ever longed for a night where you close your eyes and wake up 8 hours later feeling whole, type deep sleep in the comments right now. Because true healing does not just happen in the light of day. It happens in the silent hours of night, when your body finally gets the chance to do what it was made to do. And coming up next, we are going to tie all of this together, showing you how a simple nightly ritual with coconut oil can change not just your joints, but your whole experience of aging. Stay with me. You are closer than you think. Now, let us put all of this together, because healing your joints, easing your pain, sleeping deeper, feeling lighter, it is not about doing something complicated. It is about building a simple habit, a small nightly ritual that whispers to your body, you are safe, you can heal, you are still strong. Let me show you how easy it can be. Every evening before bed, take a few minutes for yourself. Warm a tablespoon of coconut oil, not hot, just pleasantly warm. Sit somewhere quiet. No distractions, no rushing. Rub the oil slowly into your knees, your hips, your hands, wherever the stiffness lives. Use slow, circular motions. Breathe deeply as you do it. Feel the warmth sink into your skin, into your muscles, into the places that have been asking for attention for too long. If you want to take it further, wrap the joint with a soft cloth after massaging, and place a warm towel or heating pad over it for 20 to 30 minutes. Let the heat help the oil penetrate deeper. Let it carry nourishment and relaxation into the heart of your pain. And while you sit there, close your eyes for a few minutes. Breathe slowly, gently. Let yourself believe, even if just for a moment, that healing is happening. Because it is. Coconut oil does not just coat the surface, it works its way into the tissues, soothing, feeding, restoring, and even more powerful. The act of caring for your body each night tells your mind, your heart, that you are not giving up on yourself. If you have ever wished for a ritual that feels like a gift to your own body, a way to end the day with kindness instead of frustration, type self-care in the comments right now. Because healing is not just about what you do, it is about how you do it. With intention, with patience, with hope. Coming up next, I will show you the real success stories. How people just like you reclaim their movement, their sleep, their sense of life, with nothing more than a jar of coconut oil and a little belief in what their body could still do. Stay with me. This is the part you will not want to miss. Now, let me tell you about a few people. People just like you, who once believed their best days were behind them, but found out maybe they were just getting started. There is George, 75 years old, retired mechanic. After years under cars and heavy lifting, his knees were bone on bone. Mornings were the worst. He thought he would never walk his dog around the block again. But he decided to try something different. He warmed coconut oil each night, massaged it into his aching joints, wrapped them carefully before sleep. 3 weeks later, George walked his Labrador Charlie around the park, not once, but twice. He did not sprint, he did not dance, but he moved, he smiled, he lived. Then there is Edith, 68, former librarian whose hands were her life, turning pages, tending her beloved garden, baking pies for her grandchildren. Arthritis came slowly, and then all at once, until even gripping a cup of tea became a chore. Edith started her coconut oil ritual one quiet evening, just hoping to soften the pain a little. Within a month, she was back at her kitchen counter, rolling dough, cutting herbs, smiling to herself like she had found a secret door back to her old life. Their stories are not isolated hundreds. Thousands of people are discovering that healing sometimes begins not in a doctor's office, but in small, tender acts of care, the simple act of believing that their body, with a little support, could remember how to be strong again. If you are still here, if you are feeling even the smallest spark of hope, type hope in the comments right now. Because hope is the first ingredient in every healing journey. And coming up next, I will tie everything together, showing you how this simple nightly habit can do more than help your joints. It can restore your spirit. Stay with me. We are almost there. So now you know. Healing does not always come from a pharmacy. It does not always come from a complicated treatment plan. Sometimes it comes from something small, something humble, something you do with your own 2 hands, coconut oil, and a few quiet minutes each night. It is not about turning back time. It is about giving your body what it has been asking for all along. Support care patients. You have seen how coconut oil can ease the inflammation, stealing your comfort, protect the cartilage that keeps you moving, boost the circulation that brings healing deep inside, soothe the nerves that keep you awake at night, and reconnect you with your own strength. It is not magic. It is not a miracle overnight. It is the gentle power of consistency, of small steps taken with big hope. If something in today's story touched you, if you are ready to believe that your body still has more life, more movement, more joy waiting inside it, type "ready to heal" in the comments right now. Because healing starts not when someone else fixes you, but when you believe you are still worth the effort, like this video. If you found something helpful today, share it with someone you care about who might need a little encouragement. And subscribe with notifications on so you never miss another simple, natural healing breakthrough. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in your body. Thank you for not giving up on yourself. I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay kind to yourself, stay hopeful, and keep moving forward.